Hello, everybody. It's episode number 214 right here on Tommy Maroon Sports Show on WCTV. We're going to have a lot of fun today, like we usually do. And we are going to talk about Tommy's picks today because the Cavs don't start till tomorrow. But that's going to be a whole lot of fun when we get to the Cavaliers. But first, let's get to Tommy's picks. We'll get to more on the future schedule later. Tommy's picks right here from last week. My goodness. St. Ed's beat Holborn 14-7. So St. Ed's finishes the season 9-1. Cleveland Heights also 9-1. They beat Shaker Heights 41-31. Avon finishes the season at a perfect 10-0 record, 45-0 trouncing over their crosstown rivals, the Avon Lake Shoremen. And speaking of undefeated teams, Massillon Washington's gone on a whole win streak against McKinley in the game. Yeah, Massillon Washington 35, Cam McKinley nothing. And then what was a tough game where where both offenses refused to show up. Aurora squeaks out and escapes North Gateway Tire Field with a rough 9-7 win. Oh boy, that was really rough to watch. We will be denied a second straight conference championship. But we'll see what happens in the future. Walsh against Padua. Walsh won 44-41. Nordonia beat Brecksville Broadview Heights 23-7. Homestead Falls will be 7-3 to close out the regular season, I should say. 49-31 win. North Ridgeville shut out Amherst 36-0. They're 7-3 on the season. How about those Wadsworth Grizzlies securing the National Conference in the Suburban League? Of course, it's worth noting that the Southwest Conference belongs to Avon and the GCC belongs to Cleveland Heights. And, of course, Aurora won the American Conference and Wadsworth won the National Conference with a 49-0 beatdown of the North Royalton Bears. Barberton beat Cuyahoga Falls 49-14. Brunswick just escapes out of potential loss to Strongsville 17-16. Brunswick finishes season 3-7. St. Vincent St. Mary will break even on the season. 20-7 win. Irish now 5-5. Mentor beat Euclid 48-12. Hoover beat Massillon Jackson 27-14. Buckeye beat Normandy 48-12. Buckeye 8-2 on the season. Norton closes out the regular season by winning their respective conference. Forget what it's called. I think it might be either the PAC or the MAC. I forgot. Metro Athletic Conference or Principal Athletic Conference. But regardless, they ran the table in the regular season. 39-16 win. And Lake Catholic beat Notre Dame Cathedral 42-14. Lake Catholic 8-2 on the season. Mogador beat Rootstown 27-0. How about Black River at home upsetting Columbia, giving Columbia their first loss in a few years, which was really hard to believe. So there was that. Columbia goes to 9-1 on the season. And going back to D3 football, unfortunately, the Mount Union Purple Raiders had to win because, of course, they did 69-0 over Wilmington. Wartburg, number 3 in the country, 62. Horace 7. Wisconsin Lacrosse beat Wisconsin Oshkosh 31-28. And Wisconsin Whitewater beat Stout 37-20. And Wabash defeated Kenyon easily 67-18. Union beat Hobart 27-10. And how about those Yellow Jackets? Yes, sir. Over 500. First two-game winning streak of the season with a 24-0 win over Arbine, where Arbine got -9 rushing yards. How about that? And the Hiram Terriers beat Oberlin 27-19. Mount St. Joe's, the Lions beat Hanover 52-27. Polar Bears beat Muskingum 27-17. Case beat Waynesburg 35-0. Spartans have had themselves a fine defense this year. DePaul beat Wittenberg 41-35. Defiance beat Anderson 36-6. Wisconsin Platteville beat Wisconsin Eau Claire 47-14. And Carnegie Mellon, the Tardans beat the Washington Jefferson University football team by a score of 35-14. And Westminster, the Titans beat Allegheny 27-17 over the Gators. Now time for the NFL. Another wild week. Jaguars 31, Saints 24, Ravens 38, Lions 6. Yeah, the Ravens lost, and of course the Saints lost because there was a drop pass in the end zone by Foster Moreau, I believe, that ultimately killed their hopes and dreams of winning the game, which had to have been really frustrating to see. Oh boy, and the Lions, of course, getting smashed out there. That's hard to believe as well. They've been so good this season. Seabears take down the Raiders 30-12. How about those referees that helped beat the Indianapolis Colts? Oh my goodness, that was not holding. And then that was not pass interference. I mean, I'm happy about it. The Browns won, but they shouldn't have. That game all belonged to the referees bailing out the good old Cleveland Browns on two bad plays, or one that P.J. Walker just fumbled the football, and they said, nope. One of the Colts secondary players, he was caught for holding. And then the other one, pass interference. First off, the ball is way high up in the air. So, yeah, there's no way Donovan Peoples-Jones, I believe, would have caught that. But you know who's not complaining? This guy is not complaining. Yes, sir. Browns win 39-38. How about the Patriots? The Bills were my lock of the week. Those fraudulent Bills, 25. The Patriots, 29 on a last-second touchdown run by the Patriots. Giants pick up their second win of the season with the win over the Commies, 14-7. Falcons down the Buccaneers, 16-13. Seahawks magically find a way to win a game like they usually do. Some crazy magic of theirs, 24-17, and they're 4-2, keeping track with the Browns and Ravens and Bengals. That's not a bad division, really, come to think about it. The Bengals are starting to get hot, in my opinion. Seahawks beat the pitiful Cardinals 20-10. And the Magic School Bus won. Oh, my Lord. 19-17 over the Packers. I know the Packers aren't a good team, but still. Chiefs beat the Chargers 31-17. And the Eagles, with the help of the referees, beat Free Willy by a foul score 31-17. Of course, like the Browns-Colts game, there were so many blatantly horrible calls that were missed by the refs. And the Vikings beat the 49ers last night, 22-17. Vikings were my upset of the week. So in high school football, I finished the last week of the season with a 14-6 record, 15 points, which means that I finished this season 149-51. Not too shabby out of 200 games. That means 74.5% of the games I picked were correct. And D3 football, 10-6 with 11 points, putting me at 93-42 with 100 total points. In the NFL, I went 6-7, 7 points, 59-49 out of the season with 66 points. Now it's time for Tommy's picks. Yeah, there are a lot of picks, spoiler alert, because it is playoff time, my goodness. Round of 16. Can you read that? I hope you can read that. Regardless, I'm just going to machine gun my way through it nonetheless. St. Ed's over Elyria. Glen Oak over Lorraine. McKinley will beat Strongsville. St. Ignatius has only won 2 games this season. Once to a Canadian football team last week. The other one was to Mentor at Osborne Stadium. Anything you can do once, you can do twice, I guess. St. Ignatius is my upset of the week. Wadsworth over Brunswick. Medina beats John Marshall. Brea Mid Park beats Jackson at the good old George Finney Stadium. And Cleveland Heights will take down Euclid. Division 2, Region 5. Holben will beat Ellett. Barberton over Shaker Heights. Riverside over Maple Heights. And Nordonia Twinsburg. Now, Twinsburg played a good game against Nordonia last time. Nordonia's kind of had their struggles this season. Got to go with the Tigers. Hudson will beat Benedictine. I wouldn't be surprised, however, if the Bengals win. St. Vincent St. Mary over Harding. Austintown Fitch over John Hay. And Walsh will beat Firestone. Division 2, Region 6. Avon will beat St. John's Jesuit. They are my lock of the week. By the way, St. Ignatius is my upset of the week. Brecksville will beat Westlake. Southview over Rhodes. Olmsted Falls over Oregon Clay. The good guys will take down the Midview Middies. We will be back with vengeance. We have last week fresh on our minds. It was a devastating loss, but we will be back. You can sure bet your life savings on that. North Ridgeville will beat Valley Forge. Avon Lake over Fremont Ross. And Anthony Lane will beat Toledo Start. Division 2, Region 7. Mansfield and Washington will beat Central Crossing. And who else is there? There is Briggs against Westerville South, picking Briggs. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the D2R7 schools are Columbus schools. Lake will beat Perry. Northland over Big Walnut. Green over St. Charles. Hoover will go to St. Francis de Sales and win. Watkins Memorial will beat Independence. And Canal Winchester will beat Walnut Ridge. Now time for Division 3, Region 9. Ursuline will beat New Philadelphia. Ursuline went undefeated this season. Canfield will beat Akron East. The Kenston Bombers will take down Dover. Of course, Kenston's one loss came to Lake Catholic this season. VASJ will beat University. Aurora will take down Alliance. Madison will beat Gilmore Academy. And the Chardon Hilltoppers over CVCA. Chardon may be the 7th seed, but I like their odds of making it to the regional championship. Geneva over Hawken as well. In Division 3, Region 10, you got Toledo Central Catholic against Bowling Green. TCC's going to steamroll their way to an easy win, aren't they? And then Defiance against Bay, picking Defiance. Defiance on the road. Mansfield against Lexington, picking Mansfield. Rocky River will beat Clyde. Tiffin Columbian over the Ashland Arrows. Ontario will lose to Lutheran West. Buckeye will lose to Sandusky. And Norton should easily beat Revere. All right, with that being said, time for Division 4, the last division of the day. It will have Canton South against Northwest, picking Canton South. Cardinal Mooney will beat Bookdale. West Branch over Woodridge. Streetsboro against Beaver. Poland East to Liverpool, picking Poland. Girard will beat Struthers. Edgewood over McKinley. And last but not least in that region, Lake Catholic, the Cougars over Field. Now Division 4, Region 14, Perkins over Vermilion. Oh, God, why can't I speak? St. Mary's Memorial over Wauseon. West Holmes will beat Bryan. And Firelands will beat Galleon. Shelby will beat CCC, believe it is Canton Central Catholic. I believe Cleveland is a little smaller. If not, it's Cleveland Central Catholic. I apologize. Van Wert over River Valley. Napoleon over Bellevue. And last but not least, I got Glenville beating Bath. Glenville's had themselves a pretty rough schedule this season, but now that they got Division 4 opponents, they should have it pretty easy from here on out. Time for some D3 football. Wartburg against Central. Lock of the week right here is Wartburg. Wisconsin Lacrosse will beat Wisconsin Eau Claire, and Whitewater will beat Platteville. In a top 25 showdown between Muhlenberg and Johns Hopkins, I'm picking Johns Hopkins. I think Milliken will be the upset of the week over Wheaton. Mary Hardin Baylor against Hardin Simmons. The winner of that game is going to stay ranked. The loser will probably not, which is a shame because those two schools are usually good. In fact, they are good. Wittenberg will beat Wabash. Ohio Wesleyan over Oberlin. Got Allegheny beating Teal. Juniata beating Lycoming. And the good guys will take down the Comets without any issues, hopefully. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. knock on wood. Mount St. Joe's going to beat Franklin. Defiance over Manchester. Anderson beating Bluffton. Hiram beating Worcester. Marietta, the Pioneers, taking down Ohio Northern. And last but not least, Case, the Spartans, will beat Washington and Jefferson. Now it's time for the NFL. Bills against the Buccaneers, picking the Buccaneers. Panthers playing the Texans. I never thought I'd say this, but the Texans are my lock of the week. I mean, the Panthers are such a poor team, and C.J. Stroud is looking like the front runner and early front runner for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think they win. Cowboys against the Rams, picking the Cowboys. Vikings will beat the Packers. Saints are going to beat the Colts. And then in a MetLife Stadium showdown, it will be the two New York teams, the Giants taking on the Jets. One team has struggled this year and done nothing about it. The other team has struggled this year and has done something about it. I'm thinking the Jets. Steelers will beat the Jaguars. Titans over the Falcons. Eagles should dismantle Washington. My goodness, those commies are not that good. And then the Browns against the Seahawks. I am picking the Cleveland Browns. Yes, sir, the Cleveland Browns are going to win the game. That's going to be a lot of fun because the Browns are unbelievably good this season. I can't believe it. Ravens, Cardinals, picking the Ravens. And then the Magic School Bus's lost episode against the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs. And then you have, who else do you have? You have the 49ers against the Bengals, picking the Bengals as my upset of the week. You also have the Chargers taking on the Sea Bears on Sunday night. What do we do so bad to get Chargers Bears? I don't know, but what I do know is that we'll get a Chargers win out of that. And then Monday night will be the Lions against the Raiders. I will pick the Lions to win that game. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing another game for some odd reason. Who does Miami play? They don't play anybody, that too. Well, my mistake. Unless I'm seeing something incorrect. No, they're playing the Patriots, actually. Patriots against Miami, picking the Free Willy to win that game. So my apologies for not seeing it, not having it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I don't have Free Willy against the Patriots. Excuse me. I have to write that down. Free Willy over Patriots. So as I write that down, versus Patriots. It should be a lot of fun. We are almost halfway through the NFL season. Guess what? We are going to get a Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions Super Bowl. Whether you like it or not, it will be when worlds collide.
When worlds collide, you can run, but you can hide.
That is the slogan for the Super Bowl this year. Browns, Lions, Super Bowl, when worlds collide. You can run from it, but you cannot hide from it. 4-2, 5-2. Oh my goodness, I don't believe it. The Browns are looking like a Super Bowl caliber team. Super Bowl caliber defense against a Super Bowl caliber offense like the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell and Kevin Stefanski are two good candidates for Coach of the Year. And it will be when worlds collide. It will be the end of the world as we know it, and I will feel fine. Oh my goodness, this is going to be incredible, isn't it? The Browns and the Lions in the Super Bowl. It is when worlds collide. You can run from it, but you can't hide from it. As I said when I ran outside when Gardner Minshew fumbled the ball and the Browns pounced on it. I ran outside and told everybody you can run from it and you can't hide from it. So I messed that up. That song, by the way, is from SpongeBob, from the episode where Patchy the pirate and Potty the parrot have a debate over what's better, the past or the future, and Patchy says the past and Potty says the future, and Potty turns out to be right. Love that episode. And if it happens, I'm going to have a party at my house. I told my friends from college, hey, party at my place if the Browns make the Super Bowl. And it's going to be just like SpongeBob's house party, which also happened on the same episode of Patchy's house party, which was really funny. Now, man, some people don't like those episodes. I'm like, why? Those are so funny. Those are so good. They bring a smile on my face. Come on. They're so good. Patchy steals the show, in my opinion. Such an underrated character. But you know what? Next week, we're going to talk about the Cavs. And next week, we are going to see more proof that it's going to be a Browns-Lions Super Bowl. So until then, I'm Tommy Maroon. Thanking you for hanging with me today. I will hopefully catch you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.